Have you ever wondered about the incredible wonders of the ancient world that didn't make it onto the famed list of the Seven Wonders? While most of us can name the Great Pyramid of Giza or the Hanging Gardens of Babylon, there are many other remarkable feats of engineering and architecture that have been largely forgotten by history. Today, we're going to uncover 7 of these awe-inspiring creations that time wanted you to forget. Let's start with the first forgotten wonder, the Lighthouse of Pharos. While most have heard of the ancient Lighthouse of Alexandria, fewer are aware that its lesser-known sibling stood on the island of Pharos, off the coast of what is now modern-day Turkey. This marvel of engineering was constructed around the same time as its more famous counterpart, during the reign of Ptolemy Roman II in the 3rd century BC. Designed by the architect Sostratus of Cnidus, the Pharos lighthouse reached an impressive height of nearly 130 meters. Its gleaming white marble tower was topped by a roaring fire whose light was amplified by polished bronze mirrors, guiding sailors safely to the bustling port of Pharos. Constructing such a monumental structure was no small feat. Ancient engineers had to overcome the challenge of securing a stable foundation in soft, shifting sands. They innovated by driving wooden pilings deep into the soil and reinforcing them with stone elements for centuries. Yet today, the glory of this lighthouse remains in the shadows, its stones lost to time and history. Let's journey next to a place where water dances and captivates, the Pools of Solomon, located near Jerusalem. Built by King Solomon around 950 BC, these pools served as an ingenious solution to a critical problem: how to supply the city of Jerusalem with water during the dry season. Composed of 3 large reservoirs, they could hold a staggering 39 million liters of water. The pools gathered rainwater from the surrounding hills and were connected by a complex network of aqueducts, tunnels, and channels that carried the essential resource over several kilometers to the city. The engineering behind these pools was truly ahead of its time. Not only did they provide a reliable water source, but they also included a filtration system to ensure the purity of the water. The aqueducts were lined with plaster to prevent leaks and contamination, showcasing the advanced understanding of hydraulic engineering in the ancient world. Though largely forgotten today, the Pools of Solomon were a lifeline for the people of Jerusalem for centuries. Our exploration now takes us to the ancient city of Merv, located in present-day Turkmenistan. Once part of the Persian Empire, Merv was one of the largest cities in the world during its peak in the 12th century. It's believed that Merv had a population larger than that of any city in Europe at the time, serving as a major cultural and commercial hub along the Silk Road. The city was adorned with grand mosques, libraries, and palaces, all surrounded by sophisticated irrigation systems that transformed the arid region into a flourishing oasis. What truly set Merv apart, however, was its dedication to knowledge and learning. The city housed an astronomical observatory and a vast library with texts from all over the known world, attracting scholars, poets, and scientists. Unfortunately, Merv's prosperity came to a tragic end in the 13th century when the Mongols invaded, destroying much of the city and its treasures. Yet, the legacy of Merv's intellectual achievements remains an enduring testament to its status as a forgotten wonder of the ancient world. Next on our journey is the enchanting city of Hatra, located in modern-day Iraq. This ancient city emerged out of the arid desert some 2,000 years ago, boasting an incredible blend of Greek, Roman, and Mesopotamian architectural influences. Known for its massive fortifications, Hatra's walls were designed to withstand even the greatest of ancient armies, and they succeeded when the city repelled multiple Roman invasions in the 2nd century AD. The city's inhabitants created a harmonious blend of different cultures and religions, with temples devoted to gods from various traditions. The Great Temple of Hatra was a grand focal point, featuring soaring columns and intricate carvings that testified to the artistry and dexterity of its builders. Despite Hatra's eventual fall to the Sasanians, its ruins still evoke the grandeur and multicultural legacy of this once thriving city. From the deserts of Iraq, we shift to the green hills of Ethiopia, where the rock-hewn churches of Lalibela silently stand. Carved directly out of solid rock, these 11 churches were constructed in the 12th century under the orders of King Lalibela, who envisioned them as a new Jerusalem. Unlike traditional constructions that build upwards, these churches were crafted downward, with workers painstakingly chiseling into the ground to unveil intricately decorated interiors. The churches of Lalibela are a beautiful example of Ethiopian Christianity and architectural ingenuity. The most famous among them, Bet Giyorgis, resembles a gigantic cross from above, a sight that was intended to inspire and awe pilgrims. The skill required to carve these structures was immense, considering the precise measurements needed to ensure the stability and symmetry of each church. Though some fell into disrepair over the centuries, the extraordinary ingenuity and craftsmanship of Lalibela's churches have earned them a place among the forgotten wonders. Next, let's reveal the mysteries of the Helike sunken city, often referred to as the Weeping Atlantis. Helike was an ancient Greek city situated near the Gulf of Corinth. This vibrant city thrived during classical times, but overnight in 373 BC, an earthquake followed by a massive tsunami caused Helike to slip beneath the sea, taking its rich culture and thriving population with it. For centuries, Helike was dismissed as a myth or a cautionary tale, until underwater archaeologists rediscovered its ruins in the 21st century. The story of Helike is not just about a geological calamity, but rather an examination of how ancient civilizations responded to and interpreted such disasters. The loss of Helike may have even influenced Plato's description of Atlantis. As researchers comb through sediments and artifacts, the sunken city slowly reveals its secrets, offering valuable insights into the lives, technologies, and beliefs of its ancient inhabitants. Finally, we arrive at the magnificent Ziggurat of Dur-Kurigalzu in what is now Iraq. Built around 1400 BC by the Kassite king Kurigalzu I, this ziggurat was part of a sprawling city that served as a political and religious center. The structure itself was an enormous temple complex made of mud brick, rising in a series of terraces topped by a shrine, designed to represent a bridge between Earth and the divine realm above. The architecture of Dur-Kurigalzu reflects both the religious devotion and the engineering prowess of the Kassites. It was a center for astronomical observation, with its ziggurat aligning to track celestial events, offering priests a way to predict the changing of seasons and the will of the gods. Though it stood through centuries of Earth's changing tides, the remnants of this ancient wonder were largely ignored during the rise of modern archaeology in favor of more famous Mesopotamian sites like Babylon. Today, its eroded bricks remind us of the once great civilizations that paved the way for our understanding of the ancient world. As you can see, each of these forgotten wonders offers us a window into the ingenuity, culture, and mystery of our past. They remind us that history is vast and full of extraordinary stories waiting to be rediscovered, much like precious artifacts buried beneath the sands of time. Imagine all the stories we might uncover if we continue to delve deeper into the whispers of the ancient world. Each structure we've explored today has its own legacy, a testament to human creativity, persistence, and resilience. Whether guiding mariners to safety, supplying life-sustaining water to a great city, or reaching out to the heavens in a bid to commune with the divine, these forgotten wonders of the world have left an indelible mark on the pages of history. Even if they are not as widely celebrated as the more famous Seven Wonders, their impact and importance are undiminished. They serve as reminders that every corner of our ancient world holds secrets and innovations just waiting for us to bring them back into the light. And who knows what other lost wonders are still waiting to be found, tucked away in forgotten corners of the world. Keep your curiosity alive, as history has a remarkable way of revealing its secrets when we least expect it. And that's how these incredible wonders of the past remain with us today. If you're fascinated by stories like these, don't forget to follow History Oddities for more tales from the forgotten pages of history.